Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach, aka Crochet ZV-E10, and I'm a crochet plushie designer. I'm a Gurumi artist, crochet content creator, fiber arts enthusiast, anything else. I'm really trying to figure out what I should give myself as a title. Like, I want to say crochet content creator, but like, I do a lot more crochet than I do content create, but then sometimes I do a lot more content creation than I do crochet, so I guess it's the right title, but it just sounds a bit wanky, doesn't it? Like, I guess it is what I am. I don't know, crochet artist. Do you guys have a title for me? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, I'm back from the US and I've got a renewed energy to get back into the studio and get designing and doing all these fun crochet related things. Wahey! First things first is fixing up this shelf behind me. So you might see that it is empty, and normally I have plushies up there like the ones that I have up here. The thing is that my 3M, I think that hopefully it's universally called that, my 3M Velcro strips have all kind of lost the stick that they have, and it just keeps falling down. Like, the plushies are really, really light, but the weight of them for some reason is just like tearing the shelf off the wall. It keeps knocking them down, and I come home from things like a holiday overseas for 2 weeks and I have plushies all over the floor from where they not only fell down, but then they knocked down all the plushies that are on the desk because those plushies have nowhere else to go as well. So anyway, I've got some more Velcro strips and I put them up there now. It's been about 10 minutes, so I thought I would just restock the shelf with you all as my first item on the agenda of the Crochet Studio vlog. Let's do it. So with the plushies that I'm gonna put up there, I think I'm gonna put like the 3 Pokemon buddies that I've still got left, the ones that didn't sell at the market. Little Vaporeon buddy, little Flareon buddy, the little Jolteon buddy. These 3 are my own patterns, although they are like Pokemon inspired designs. I put the patterns up over my Patreon, so if people were interested, they are up over there in the buddies extra tier. I'm not releasing them anywhere else, but just for your information if you wanted to know. So I've got the 3 Pokemon buddies there. I'm thinking it might be nice to have a little Griffin buddy up there as well. I think having some of the fantasy creatures could be cute. And then maybe like a little Baphomet buddy. This is my most controversial one, and sorry if this cutie offends anyone. It's not meant to. It's just like, it's Baphomet. It's the little fun balance god deity between evil and good and all those kinds of things. It's a very interesting character. You should go research it if you haven't yet. I know it's used for the Church of Satan as like a symbol of Satan, but the original stories of Baphomet is that it was like a deity of the in-between, of good and evil, of female and male, and the balance of all of those things. It's very, very interesting. Anyway, I think I have space for 1 more. Maybe 2 more, because I've got a lot of these like littler buddies. Like I've got my normal standard size buddies up there as well. But I think I could probably fit up these last 2 little garden buddies. I think that could be cute if they could stand up there. I've got the little butterfly buddy and then a little snail buddy who are kind of like a matching pair with the color palette that I gave them. Let's put them up there. Let's put them in the middle. There we go. That's a cute shelf. Now I have a bit more space down here. Although I've got all these like mermaids just like hanging about on my desk, and I don't know where to put those. I mean, nothing really stands up on these curved tails, so I don't know what to do with these ones. I might just have to like lean them on the back over here somewhere just so I can get more space to actually do some things. And that goes for the Medusas as well. So I've got 2 Medusas and 3 mermaids, and I'm a bit like, where do I put them all? I don't know. Look, I'm just gonna stack them up here. Let's just try and get as much off the desk that I can. Maybe I could take some of the Medusas and mermaids away. Let's leave the classic Medusa here. Let's leave the Ariel style mermaid here, and let's take these 3 cuties, and we're gonna put them to the side for now. Oh, maybe I should swap out the dark griffin for the light griffin. Yeah, let's do that. Let's leave that one here. There we go. Put those ones all to the side. Maybe put the devil buddy. Maybe have devil buddy a little bit more noticeable. So let's move out like maybe the little love bear. Put the devil up in here. Let's keep the dragon up in here. And let's put the little love bear and the otter up the front here, I think. And then up in the corner, you guys can't see it right now, but we'll have Ariel and we'll have Medusa just chilling over here. That gives me a bit more space. I still have a lot of things all over my desk now. Like I've got my little Christmas tree out. I've got this little bunny here. I've got an itty bitty veggie itty bitty carrot here, and they're just kind of floating around on my desk. So I should find a space for them all as well, but for now I'm happy that some of the things are now back up on the wall and we can leave it as that. So let's just say that's task done. So that was part one of my agenda. The second part of my agenda is to reach out to my Patreon and suggest some patterns for them to vote as my October pattern of the month. Made 4 designs here and I'm just gonna run through them all. These are just things that I would like to create this month, and I just let it up to my Patreon vote for what they think will be the cutest thing that they want, or whatever they vote for. I don't really know what their judgment is when they vote for these things. I do put a little bit of text against each one when I put it up on my Patreon before they vote about the reasons why I'm designing that kind of design, but let's just run through them. So the first one here is I've got the little penguin buddy. This little cutie here, I want to make a little bit smaller than my classic buddy size. So when I say my classic buddy size, I'm meaning something like this. This is the classic buddy size where it's kind of got like the same similar body to all these cuties back here, and then the different features that make it the animal that it is. The other size, which I call like the littler buddy size, is kind of what I use for these Pokemon patterns. As you can see, it's kind of got a smaller body, whereas the classic buddy has like a slightly larger one. With the penguin pattern, I want to make something with this size, buddy size. Just because penguins are small and I think it would look cute, and yeah, I think if I made a penguin in this size, it'd look a bit random. That's kind of where my thought process is going. What I'm thinking is I'll make something that has like a black body, a white belly. I'm thinking it'll be very similar to this Vaporeon where it actually has this like head cap that you sew on afterwards. I just like the look of those when I do that for a lot of these patterns. And then I have a little yellow beak and then little yellow feet and little wings or flippers. Wings. Why did I think they were flippers? I don't know. Anyway, so that's what I'm thinking about the penguin one. The reason why I wanted to do a penguin pattern was just because a lot of people have been asking me, like, have I got a penguin pattern? I do. Like, one of my itty bitty birdie patterns is a penguin, but when they're looking at all my buddy patterns, they're always asking, do you have a penguin? And I'm like, no, not yet. I would like to make one someday, blah, blah, blah. And I think it would be cute coming to Christmas time to have a little penguin in my library. On that same kind of note, the little snowman buddy, this is something that I thought about making last year as well. I think it would be a pretty simple design, but I would just like to have it in my repertoire. I would like to have it like paired up with the little deer buddy, which is like another favorite of my communities, and just have that in my arsenal for like a little Christmas bundle of like the little snowman buddy, the little Christmas tree buddy, and then the little deer buddy, and leave it at that. I don't really do like human characters, which is why I haven't done like Santa or like an elf, but I thought maybe like a snowman would be a cool alternative and just a classic pattern to have in my library. I thought it'd be nice to like elevate it by having the buttons and the scarf and the little hat. So that's that. That one's size will probably be the same size as one of these classic buddy shapes as well, which is my favorite size as well. Like, I like the little buddy ones, but there's just something about these buddy shapes that just seems to be the right size, so I'm gonna keep making them that size. The next pattern here is the hippo, the little hippo buddy. This hasn't got anything to do with like a seasonal character or anything. I just know there's a lot of people who are in love with that meme right now. What's its name? Little hippo, Ming Pei? No. What is the name? Hippo meme. Mooding, the little hippo. And I was like, okay, people have been asking me for a hippo pattern for so long, and now is the time to make one because people like hippos right now. So I was like, maybe I can make a little hippo buddy. It's a very, very classic design. Big body, big head, all cute. That's that. And then I thought I could give it like a little item of sorts, maybe like pair it with like a little itty bitty birdie, because don't like some birds come and hang out with hippos or something? Or is that crocodiles? They clean the teeth of the alligators, don't they? And crocodiles. What hangs out with hippos? Anyway, there'll be something they could add as like an accessory to the little hippo buddy, just to give it like that extra little bit of edge. But aside from that, I just think it would be a very cute pattern to have, and finally have like the hippo included in my library as well. And then on that same note as well, the little dog buddy, or the little puppy buddy is, I guess what I might call it, is one that I've been requested so many times since I started designing patterns. And maybe it's the time to do that. Once again, it's not really like a seasonal thing, it's just one of the classics that I'd love to have in my library. And with this pattern especially, I would love to do it that it has like a bunch of different variations to suit different dog breeds, because that's the only thing that's really holding me back. And now that I have a bit more time, I'm like, okay, now's my chance. I could do like a husky style one, or one that has like big floppy ears, one that might be like the color changing on the face to make it like a Rottweiler. I can't think of any other dog breeds right now, but you get what I mean, is that I could give it like a certain shaped head. I could change up different color changes on the face or different ear shapes, and then I could result in like a bunch of different variations of the same little dog buddy pattern. So that's the other one there. I think it would be really cute. I think it would be nice to finally have a dog pattern in my library as well. But I think with any of these 4 patterns that I've just suggested, I think any single one of them would be cute to have, and I think it's the right time to do any of them. The dog because it's always wanted, the hippo because it's on trend right now, the penguin because a lot of people keep asking me for a penguin and it's coming up to winter and Christmas for a lot of my audience, and then the snowman because we love a holiday pattern. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write up a poll for my Patreon over this weekend because today is Friday, and then I'm gonna come back on Monday and see what they voted for, and then we can just start creating something together, I guess. I guess that's how we do it. Sorry. So I'm gonna go post that now, and then I'll come back and see you guys on Monday with whatever we're making on Monday. We can just start designing right there and then. Exciting, huh? Cool, let's go have a fun weekend. Hello, it's not actually after the weekend now, it's only just the next day, but that poll has been up for less than 24 hours, and I can already see that the penguin is winning by a landslide. Like, it's got almost half of the votes, and then all the other ones have like kind of 15% of the vote. So I think it's safe to say that we're making a penguin. I'm actually heading out to my sister's house very shortly, and I've got some time to spend on the train out there. It normally takes me about an hour to get out there, so I was like, I may as well just start making I may as well just start making the penguin now. So I'm just gonna grab some yarns and pack a little bag and then get started on the train. I'm just preempting it. If for some reason the vote changes in the next 24, like 30 whatever hours, the rest of the weekend hours, then I can eat my words, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the penguin. And if it does change, then rats, then I will just have to start another one, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the penguin, so I'm gonna just start it anyway. Okay, cool. Hello everyone, and welcome along to my yarn wall. It needs a tidy up. It's very messy, but that's a problem for another day. A lot of the yarns that I use are this kind of like chenille yarn, and I can't even remember if they're Honey Bunny from Hobie or if they're gonna be like Parfait Chunky from Premiere Yarns. I kind of just interchange the 2 yarns until there's something more available in Australia, so just waiting out for that. So a lot of these actual yarns that I have back here are all unlabeled, and I just have no idea what ones they are. They're just chenille yarns that are size 6. So I've got a gold for the feet of the penguin. I was thinking about doing like maybe like a baby penguin, but I just realized this is actually more of like a blue, so I'm gonna swap that out for like a gray maybe. So this one does have a label. This is Honey Bunny, but they never put the actual like name of the colors on here. It just says it's color 118, whatever that is. And then maybe for the head it should be a white. Like maybe I'll use like a cream, because like the white that I've got from Honey Bunny lately has been kind of fraying. So I've been using more of an off-white with a lot of my colors. And then a black for like the cap. I call it the cap. It's kind of like the crown on the penguin, like the bit up here. So I think that should be cute. I think these colors will all suit well. So I've kind of got like the white and the black for the head, and then you have like a gray body. You see what I'm doing? And then 2 little golden feet. Yeah? You see the color palette? Classic penguin style? I think so. It's gonna look like a baby penguin. That's what I'm going for. I'm gonna bring these with me and let's see what we make on the train. I also just bring a 5.5mm hook. That's what I use. I love my clover hooks. They're my favorites. And then a bobby pin because this is my stitch marker. So that's all I'm bringing. Okay, bye. Hello, just got home from hanging out with the family and on the trains and whatnot, and I'm just gonna show you what I made on the train. So I started off with like first a couple of legs, which is gonna be the little penguin legs here. I don't know, I just thought like the gold was a little too thick on the bottom, so I started again, and then I finished the entire body on the train over. So now you can see there's like just a little foot of gold. I think that's a little bit cuter, and it like still leaves the body quite stubby, and I think once it like actually is like filled out, I think it'll look quite cute. And then I started working on the head. So you can kind of see this, you see the vision. So what I was thinking is that I was just gonna do like a white head and then do like a black cap that like fits over it. Just like I was saying with the Vaporeon earlier. But as I'm doing this, I'm kind of wondering if I could actually do like a little color change just to like make it so I don't have to sew on the cap later, so it just kind of fit over its head like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish this little white head here and make a cap and just see how it all looks like together. And then if I really wanna just try test out doing like a color change kind of head, then I might just give it a shot, because I think I could do it. I think I could just put like the color changes of like black there, and then it kind of come up and then just turn into entire rows of black, and then like the whole back of the head will be black. And it should look okay. That's what I'm envisioning. I don't know if it's gonna work, but yeah, there's only one way to find out really. So I'll do it the first way that I was intending to do it with the cap, and then I'll see what I think about that and then come back to it. But for now, I'm about to go head out for a drink because it's Saturday afternoon and it's a nice day here in Melbourne, so why not? And I might just bring my knitting with me or some crochet with me or something, and just go enjoy the weekend, and I'll see you all on Monday. Okay, bye.
Hi, I'm Crocheting ZV-E10 and I'm working on a vest with Arcane 5 Works yarn.
Hi, I'm Ty, and I'm Zach's boyfriend, and I'm watching Zach run this project with Arcane 5 yarn.
Hello. What's your name and what are you doing?
Hi, my name is Will, and I've come to destroy the competition.
Red rosé. Delicious, mixed with red pear.
What did you get?
I got some beer that's like a not hoppy beer.
Something
I don't know, she was really excited about it and I was like, yeah, sure, that sounds
You're like,
nice.
okay.
Yeah.
Hello friends, it is Monday now. The weekend has gone and passed. I did a lot of knitting over the weekend, but I don't really have much to like update you on, so not really anything to show you there. But I did finish the head of the penguin and I'm working on a little bit more, as well as have another project that I'm working on today. Let me just show you what I've got. So this is the penguin so far. Right now, does not look like a penguin. As you can see here, I still need to make the cap for it, which I'll make very shortly, and then the two little wings. And then I think that's all that a penguin really has. Is there more to a penguin? I thought about doing like the white belly. I know that I said that I'd do it earlier, but I'm not too sure. I think they do just kind of a gray body. I don't know. So I'm gonna make the wings on the cap very shortly and then just see what I think. But I'm very happy with like the shape of it so far. Like that's a nice little beak shape and everything, and like nice little chubby body, so cute. The other thing that I'm currently working on is something I was mentioning back like 2 vlogs ago, was the itty bitty ammonite pattern. So you may have seen my viral video about a board game called Lava Run. So that game is like a craftable board game, so you can like crochet your own pieces or you can make them with like coloring in paper, etc, etc. But I did a collaboration with Club Crochet and they wanted me to design a little dinosaur character to celebrate the release of the dinosaur board game. So I created this little itty bitty ammonite hair. So this little cutie hair, this was my design. I'm very happy with how it turned out. We have made 1 or 2 slight changes while redoing the pattern for his pattern format, and I need to get that out like today for testing. So I just wanted to quickly work up another one. I'm currently making one with a little purple shell, and then I'm gonna give it a little pink body. So I'm gonna also working on that today. And then hopefully get some photos and then get it out for testing. So apart from those 2 things, that's my main goals of the day, and then just a little bit of editing, a little bit of chit chat over my Patreon, and I guess that's us getting back into the swing of things of being a full-time crochet artist. So let's go do that.
Works, and that's how I hand paint these. I'm not a pro.
Now is your time to leave your opinion in the comments. Do you think that I am going to beat the record? 32 scrunchies within the 12-hour window. You take your career skills, and I wasn't too sure about it at first because I didn't. A new-ish show, Lilac. I need 2 of these.
And divisive part of this makeup, which is the eyeliners. the combined efforts of all of these would not be enough to do one of these eyes. So
hello, update. So we finished the little itty bitty ammonite, so I'm gonna take some photos of the little cutie here and get that out there for testing, or get them sent over to Club Crochet just in preparation for testing. And I also finished the panel that I was talking about for the little penguin buddy. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay, do you see that? Oh god, it looks so bad. This is so much harder than I thought it was gonna be to pin it down. Okay, there you go. Do you see the vision? Yeah, you see it? Imagine this, 2 little wings on the sides, the little penguin. I see it, I see it. I think it's gonna look cute. I kind of wonder if I should make this like a little bit longer so it actually touches like the base of the beak. Okay, now that I'm doing that, I'm like, oh yeah, it should. Yeah, that needs to touch the base of the beak, so that's quite stretched out. But I'm quite happy with that. Like, I don't think I could get this like as slick of a line if I actually did it as color changes. And like sewing that on, it doesn't take a lot of work. So I know a lot of people are like, too much sewing, I hate sewing, blah, blah, blah. If you just practice, you can do some really cool things with it, like make this. So I think I would rather do that rather than the color changes, just because it looks quite nice. Like that kind of finish on the sides there. I mean, it doesn't look great right now, but once it's all finished, I think it's gonna look really cute. Cute! Okay, cool, let's keep going. I think I might redo the panel on the head just because it's like a little bit too short. I wanna just lengthen out this little bit down here. So I'm gonna redo that. But apart from that, it should be pretty good. And then just like the little wings, but I'm wondering if I just give it like the little arms like these ones here. Like, is that gonna look ridiculous if it has little arms? No, okay, the arms look perfect. Okay, I know they're meant to be wings, but whatever, it's a little cartoon penguin, what do you expect? I'm gonna make it look cute as I want it to be. So, little gray arms, but we'll call them the wings, but they're arms. Arms/wings. Okay, bye. Da-da-da-da! So I've just finished doing a new cap. I need a better name for that. The new headpiece, I don't know, but it looks cute. It looks really cute. So once it's like fully attached down, like sewn down and everything, I think it's gonna be perfect. Right now it looks a little bit random, but it looks cute. I can see the vision. I see the vision, and that's what's important here. I also made these 2 little arms here, so you get the idea of what I was meaning about like the 2 little penguin wings, arms, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, I'm very, very happy with it. I'm gonna go to the gym very shortly and go try running for the first time in like 10 years. I don't know, I've just been like really in the mood to get into running. I don't know if it's just because it's like a trending sport at the moment or what, or maybe I'm about to enter a midlife crisis, but I'm gonna go give running a shot this afternoon, so I'm gonna go prepared for that, and then I'll come back and I'll sew together this little penguin this evening. Yeah, I think I have another project in my mind that I wanna get started, so I'll introduce that soon, but I'm gonna keep thinking about that while I'm running. With this penguin here right now, one thing that I might change, because right now this is what it looks like for like a baby penguin, but if I wanted to make like an adult penguin, I think it would be fully black, and then I would add this little white belly. So I'm just thinking about making like a little white bib for that kind of version as well, and having these 2 versions available in the pattern. But for now, I'm very happy with this. I think it's cute. I think it's lovely. Do penguins have tails? I don't think they do. I think they've just got this nice little round booty. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, I feel weird about that. Okay, I'm gonna go get ready to go exercise and get all buff and muscly and fit and stuff, because health is wealth. Bye. Hello friends, I am back. I went for a run, it was fun. I might do a marathon one day, who knows? I'll watch this space. Anyway, more importantly is the crochet and crafts that I talk about here online. And I have finished this little penguin. Da-da-da-da. So I sewed it all together this morning. Hopefully it's gonna focus in on it. Huh? There we are. Okay, I don't know why I wasn't focusing. Anyway, da-da-da-da, look how cute it looks. So I finished putting the head cap on there so you can see what I was talking about with like the vision that I had in mind, where it went down and touched the beak and went back up around the head. I left the body just as gray. I was on the phone to a friend this morning, and when I was FaceTiming him, we did attach a bib, and then we unattached a bib, and then I made another bib, and I was like, does this work? And like, it's like, It's cute. It's cute with the bib. It's just cuter without. I think there's just something iffy about it all. I do wonder that if it was all just like one color, like if it was a black cap and black body and then the bib, it might make a little bit more sense. But just putting it on there, it just kind of makes it like a little bit too thick. I tried so many different ways and I just don't think it's gonna look good. Like, I think in my mind, I am making like a little cutesy kind of baby penguin style thing. I think if anyone was gonna do this pattern, what they would need to do is have like a darker cap and then a lighter body. So if I was gonna make like a purple penguin, I'd have the white face, dark purple head, and then light purple body, you know? And they would go through all like different colors and shades that people want to alter it to. So I think this is very cute. In saying that, I did think it was looking like a little bit, dare I say, naked. And so what we did on this little FaceTime with my friend is we actually created this little accessory just to cover him up a little bit. And it's this little fish bag. So this is just a draft of the fish bag. Like, I'm really happy with the penguin, but I think the little fish bag makes it just like that little bit cuter, you know? Like, I couldn't quite figure out how to attach it properly without it looking a little bit munted. You get the idea. I think it looks cute. As an overall design, I'm very happy with it. So I just want to make another 1 or 2 more like iterations of the same pattern just to make sure that it's all turning out okay. As far as I'm concerned, this is a sleigh. This is a little cutie pie and he's ready to take on the world. That's going to be my plan over the next few days. I am just about to head out to the Melbourne Zoo because my family's in town and they want to go to the zoo today, and they're like, Zach, do you want to come to the zoo? And I was like, yeah, of course. So I'm gonna go check out some cute animals and I'm gonna go get inspired about some new crochet patterns by looking at all the zoo animals. Yeah. And then I also have those other projects that I was talking about earlier on that I want to bring up, but I'm still like thinking about them in this big juicy brain. So I do have like another 3 days left of the week and I think I'm gonna get one of those done. Like, we're doing like a family Christmas thing on Saturday, and I know it's really early. It's because we're all just in town for the weekend. So it's like, we may as well do like a Christmas birthday celebration dinner thing. So there's gonna be a few gifts involved. And I was like, okay, I think I know one person who would appreciate a handmade gift from me, and I know the exact thing I want to make for them. So if I have enough time, then I'm gonna make that gift on top of the 2 little penguins that I'm already making. So watch this space. Anyway, let's go look at some animals. Bye.
What sound does a lion make, Asha? That's right.
So I am back from the zoo. I actually got back like a day and a half ago, and I was just super tired and I decided to not film. Like, the zoo was really, really fun. We saw all the cute animals. It was a great day out with the family, the nieces, the nephews, mum and dad, etc, etc. But I was just so tired when I got home, and I was like, I just want to like sit down and craft and just kind of veg out for the afternoon. And then that kind of carried on to the entirety of the next day. So I didn't film anything, but I did make stuff. Without further ado, here is 2 more penguins. These are the 2nd and 3rd iterations of my little penguin buddy pattern. I made a little blue one, which reminds me of Piplup from Pokemon, and then I made a little pink one as well. And you see what I mean? Like, using the darker colors on the cap and then like a lighter color of that darker color as the body. I think it looks really, really cute. I still need to redo the fish bag for this one and then make 2 more fish bags for these 2. So I'm gonna do them either this afternoon if I have time, otherwise tomorrow. And then I will need to make 1 more penguin to be the feature penguin in the actual Penguin Buddy pattern, because I haven't taken any progress photos of any of these. So I will be making another plain black penguin and get all the progress photos done either on Friday or over the weekend or something like that. But I think these little cuties look amazing, so I'm very, very excited to get this pattern out for testing and released in probably about like 2 weeks time since you see this video, so exciting. As I mentioned earlier in this vlog, I wanted to work on a gift for someone in my family. It's just because we've got my birthday, my partner's birthday, my sister's birthday, my brother-in-law's birthday, my mum's birthday, and then the birthdays of my niece and nephew all like really close together. And because my family's visiting this weekend, we're like, let's just celebrate them all. So I've got a bunch of gifts sorted, but I want to make something handmade for my mum because I know she would find that special and I just thought it would be cute. So I've been fully inspired by Kelsey from Passionate Goods to make a market bag. So I reached out to her, I got the pattern for her that she's been using and asked her for like any tips and tricks or alterations she might use for like sizing and things. She was very, very helpful in doing that. So thank you, Kelsey, appreciate the favor. So with doing that, I also need a bunch of cotton yarns, which isn't a yarn that I use that often. So I went over to my very, very well organized and tidy yarn storage cupboard behind me, and I grabbed out some yarn to use for this market bag. With being someone who uses pretty much only plush yarn for the entirety of my projects, I just don't have a lot of cotton yarn, and so all I really have is a bunch of different scrap yarns, but I think I can make a market bag look pretty with these yarns. So let me just show you. In Australia, we have a store called Spotlight, and they have their store range yarn, which is called the 4 Seasons yarn. And they have these packs there, which are like a 10 pack of ombre colored cotton acrylic blends. I bought a few of those packs a while ago when I wanted to make like a fun rainbow vest. And I've just got like a lot of leftover scraps of those colors, but I think if I put all those rainbow colors together, it would make a really nice effect on a market bag. So this is the yarn here. This is a full ball of yarn that I have. They're all 50 grams each, and the pattern says I need around like 200 to 250 grams. I'm pretty sure this is all gonna work together. It is a size 3, potentially a size 4. It just says 8 ply. I can't remember what that is overseas, but that's what I've got. But let me show you all the colors that I've got here. So I've got this like nice purple as well, kind of deep sea blue. There's like a more of a yellow ball, and then more of like a greeny yellow ball. Then I have more of a just straight up green, and then this kind of seashell blue, and this kind of orangey brown. I think once you put all these together, looks a bit random, but it kind of reminds me of like a coral oceany kind of color. Like maybe if I took out the orange. No, I like the pop of orange. You know, I think they're gonna look cool together. So I'm just gonna start working on this like very haphazardly and just use the yarns as they use up. Maybe if there's like a full ball, I'll just like cut that ball in half and then just like switch to another color if I feel like it's accidentally dominating things, but I think it's gonna work out well. We're just gonna see how it works out. So I'm gonna link the pattern for the market bag below, and I'm gonna go and watch some fun vlogs. I think Aspen just released a vlog of all of us like traveling on our trip together, which is really fun seeing everyone's different perspectives. So I'm gonna watch that and get started on this market bag. So fingers crossed it goes well, because otherwise I'll need to find a new gift. Looking alright. It's looking alright. I'm pretty happy with that. Hopefully that's not like too tight as the top of the bag. Maybe it's the bottom of the bag. I don't really know what I'm making right now, but I am about to start the little loopy part, which I think is going to be the fun part. So I'll give you an update soon. Bye. This is quite snazzy, isn't it? So I just need to do the decreasing rounds on the bottom, and I think it like joins back up with this part here. Like, I think it'll pinch back around and do something like this. I don't know, I've never made a market bag before, so I'm still trying to figure it myself. Or maybe like it joins in on the sides? I have no idea. I'm about to find out, so let's do that. Okay. Ooh, look at this. This little stunning little number here. How are you supposed to pose with the bag? I don't know, but look at this. It's so pretty. Ooh, woo. You can see that like the color changes all came through really well, but there's just some points where I just like would have just stopped in a color because it's becoming too much, like this purple here, and then just swapped to green for like a little bit. So it kind of created this more randomized look with all the colors and things, and I think it just turned out really nicely. Like the colors all just work so well together. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna go make some penguins now. So this is the bag. And Now I'm gonna make penguin fish bags. Yes. Hello, and welcome to the final update of the vlog. We made it to the end of the week, baby! I have finished the little fish bags for all the penguins, and I've got them all sitting right here in my hands. Look at them! Aren't they cute? You can see that I like tidied up the fish a bit. I made like the attachment of the actual fish head like on the back so it's not as prominent. And it just looks sweet. I just love how this pattern's turned out. It's just, what a labor of love. So I will be putting this pattern out for testing probably early next week. I do need to make another iteration of it to get the pattern tester photos and things like that. But in saying that, very, very excitingly, there is an Australian yarn company that will be starting up soon, and they've actually sent me some of their plush chenille yarns to test out until they get set up. So I can't actually mention what the name of the company is, but they have sent me one ball of each of the colors that they're going to be sending over. So I'll go into more detail about that in a future video, so subscribe and get that little bell button if you want to hear about all that stuff about plush yarn in Australia. But like the yarn itself, it's so smushy. It's like a little minute amount thicker than Honey Bunny from Hobie or Premiere Yarn's Parfait Chunky, but it's like, it's more durable, but not to a point that it kind of loses any of its texture. Like, I don't like blanket yarns usually, but this feels like it's like leaning more towards the blanket yarn side, but like retaining the soft velvetyness of those other yarns. So I'm very, very excited to be sponsored by this company and just get this yarn out on the shelves in Australia, and I think they're gonna be shipping globally. Not too sure. The colors they've sent me are all pretty beautiful, and like, look at this gorgeous green. So I've picked out already a light gray and a black. I'm just gonna try and not show the labels too much there. So I've got those for the penguin. I'm just gonna do another classic one. Black cap, the white head, the gray body, and then a little fish bag with whatever colors I choose. Very, very excited to have that little collaboration going on, and I can't wait to talk more about that in the future, but that's what I'll be starting off next week's vlog with, is the release of the pattern test. So if you see this video, the pattern test is probably linked in the video description down below, and it'll be open for, normally I do about 48 hours of open for applications, and then after that we just get into the testing phase and people will be making their penguins. But that's that for the penguins. Aside from that, what we got finished this week is we tidied up the shelves at the back here, and they have not fallen down. Yes! I also put the itty bitty ammonite out for testing. So this little cutie is now being tested. I only put it out this morning to the pattern testers, and a few of them have already made it, like multiple iterations of the pattern, and they said they loved it, and they said it works up so quick. I'm very, very happy about that. You'll probably see a little bit more about the itty bitty ammonite next vlog. I really, really want to make one with like a really chunky yarn and just see how that turns out, so let's keep that in mind. Aside from that is I made this cute bucket bag, which I'll be gifting to my dear mother tomorrow at our family Christmas birthday brunch thing. If for some reason she really doesn't like it, I'll take it because I think it's wonderful, and I kind of want to make one for myself because that's stunning. What the heck? This is one of those things where you like realize once you've made something and you're looking at it, you're like, I'm pretty good at this. I feel very happy about this one, so yay. But I think that's everything. Hopefully. If I forgot something, let me know in the comments below. But I just want to say thank you for hanging out with me on this week's vlog. I'm going to try to do more of these like studio vlogs more often, probably weekly. Getting into a better groove about filming myself like vlogging and things after being on the trip and seeing how Kelsey does her vlogs. So I'm gonna try like compete in some way, but I'm not doing 3 vlogs a week. That is wild. I do not know how she does that. I will be back at the start of next week with the pattern testing for the penguin, and then just kicking it off with a lot of fun. So thank you for hanging out with me this week. I appreciate it. A huge thank you to everyone over in my Patreon community. You guys are beautiful, awesome, smart, talented, handsome, gorgeous, sexy. Sorry, that got weird. I don't know. Just all the nice compliments and things, and I just want to say I appreciate you all for hanging out with me over there and supporting me. It means the world to me to have everyone joining in over my Patreon, or even just hanging out with me here on YouTube as well, but mainly Patreon, because it means that I can actually afford to do this as a full-time job and afford to be on here and entertaining you all, just living the life of an artist. So I'm forever grateful to you all, and I owe you all my life. which sounds very intense, but it's true. So, thank you. But aside from that, if you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. I feel like you should. It feels like the thing to do. And I will see you all in the next video where I will be using some of that really cute plush yarn and working on other things. Who knows? But we'll be having fun, and that's what's important. Okay, I think that's all. I really feel like I've forgotten something to say, but we're just gonna end the video here. So thank you everyone. Bye, have a lovely day, dawn, dusk, night, breakfast, lunch, dinner, supper, afternoon tea, morning tea. I feel like there's other things. Okay, I'm just gonna go, bye. Hey, this is the ending dance that I do at the end of every vlog that I do. Hope you enjoy me doing this little dance, because it's what I do to fill up time so you can see the previews of the other videos that I put out. Hey! Goodbye.